خالفتم أقوال الشيوخ فأنتم.
You, yes, I'm talking to you. You're an ambassador to Islam everywhere you go. And what better way to be an ambassador to your faith other than rocking a premium Moroccan Gandora or Jalaba as you see me rocking the Orthodox Muslim. Get yours today on chopendulus.com and support the Orthodox Muslim channel.
What's going on, man?
How's it going? How's it going? How can I help you, man?
It's a great Sunday. I'm just curious as to why, and I'm a Christian, but I respect, the religion of Islam. I'm just curious as to why you say Jesus is a curse.
What do you think about that statement?
I don't agree with it.
You don't agree that Jesus is a curse?
Y'all don't even, not y'all, but I would say majority of, you guys respect Jesus a lot.
So if somebody said that Jesus is a curse, how does that make you feel? How does that statement make you feel?
It's pretty antagonistic.
And would you say that if somebody said that Jesus is a curse, that would be some kind of satanic, demonic spirit?
I would say I think it's disrespectful to our faith.
Cool.
Yeah.
Cool.
I mean, you could call it that too. I think that's fair too. If any Christian
Yeah,
took it
no,
like that.
completely. We're on the same page.
Yeah.
Unfortunately for you, Galatians chapter 3, verse 13, the Apostle Paul says that Jesus became a curse for us. So Jesus is a curse according to you. Well, are you going to hold the same standard and call the Apostle Paul disrespectful and not a true follower of Christ?
Do you think that he's legitimately calling him a curse?
You see how you're backtracking.
No,
I'm
asking for real.
Yeah, that's what he says. He says that
because I could also do the same thing for your Quran. I could do the same thing.
Yeah, so my Quran,
not the exact same phrasing, but I can't remember the exact surah.
My Quran,
but it also says that Allah is the greatest deceiver.
I agree.
And
I agree. Well, it doesn't.
You know what I'm saying? Like,
would
that be fair of me? Hold on.
It's fair. It's fair.
Would it be fair of me to? And that's what I'm saying, bro. If you disagree with Christianity, that's cool.
Hey, bro.
Why you gotta?
Why you over talking, man? It's all right. Relax.
I'm not trying to over talk.
All right, take it.
We'll go
one by one.
Okay, go ahead.
It's all right.
It's good. It's good. It's cool.
So we just read, man. That look, Galatians 3:13 says Jesus became a curse. He took on the curse of the law by becoming a curse, as it is stated. Cursed is anybody who is hung on a tree. And according to Paul, Jesus was hung on a tree. He was crucified. And therefore, the theological implication that Paul derives from this is that Jesus became a curse and he became sin. So he was a cursed, sinful man for us on that cross. Now, when you saw that statement on my live, you felt compelled to come up and tell me that that's disrespectful. But as soon as I told you that the Apostle Paul says it, now you're backpedaling. You see how it doesn't make sense?
Yeah, and you also see how you leave out like the entire context of that verse too.
I just told you the
context. He's saying he took on the sin of law for us to die for our sins.
Yeah,
that is the whole point.
By becoming a curse, right?
That is not the whole. Like you're purposely misframing it, dude.
I'm not. I literally
yes, you are. So do you in your heart of hearts? Do you? Hold on. Let me talk. You just gave your whole point. Let me respond to you. Hold up.
That's crazy, man. The switch up gotta be studied, man. I ain't gonna lie. That's the fastest switch up I ever seen.
Anyways,
go ahead.
You keep like trying to be like, do you in your heart of hearts truly believe that the Apostle Paul is trying to say Jesus is an actual curse, or is he trying to talk about?
That's what he says.
How Jesus?
That's what it says.
Hold on, bro. Are you gonna talk over me too?
You asked me a question. I just answered.
I'm trying to respond, but you're not engaging in good faith right now.
No.
You're not letting me finish my statement.
Okay, just don't ask me a question then. Sorry.
Okay, I'll try not to ask you a question.
Yeah,
all right?
Because
I'm not trying to be unfair.
Sure.
I'm not trying to be unfair.
Go ahead.
We good?
Yeah, we're good, man.
Okay. The context of this is he's saying Jesus took on the curse of man to redeem us. Yeah. That is the whole point of that. He's not explicitly saying Jesus is cursed. You know that's not true, dude.
Did he become a curse?
No, that's not true. No, he's not. It's
all right. So we're just gonna read. We're literally just gonna read because at this point, You're either in denial or you're
I'm
rejecting
looking at
the
multiple
text.
translations right now.
All right, every translation says Jesus became a curse. Okay.
It says Jesus redeemed us from a curse in this one,
Yeah,
but
by
Christ has rescued us
becoming
from the
a
curse
curse.
pronounced by the law.
Right.
When he was hung on the cross, he took upon
Yeah.
himself the
So can
curse
I
for
can
our
I can I read
wrongdoing.
it? Can I read it now? So here we go.
Like,
Galatians 3:13. Christ redeemed us from the curse of the law by becoming a curse for us. For it is written,
yep.
cursed is everyone who was hung on a pole. Let me just clarify something. Why is Paul quoting Deuteronomy saying, cursed is everyone hung on a pole?
You can answer that.
No,
I'm ignoring
I'm
that.
asking you, what do you think? Why is he quoting this verse in the Old Testament that says, cursed is everyone who is hung on a pole? What purpose
If
does it serve? Why is he quoting
if
it?
you're genuinely asking me why he's quoting Deuteronomy, I can't answer specifically as to why.
It
But
literally tells you that in the
hold
context,
on,
brother.
hold on. But what I am getting from this verse is he's trying to explain how Jesus took on sin for us to redeem us. That is the whole point of this verse.
And
That is my
by
interpretation of it.
becoming a curse, right?
Taking on a curse. Well, there's multiple different translations, bro. He's
Does it
not a
say
literal
does
curse.
Does he?
It's not a
Does he
literal
become?
curse, dude.
Does the text say he became one?
Sorry, repeat so? What you say?
Does the verse say he became a curse?
The verse does, but it's not the exact,
So,
bro.
so
It's
the
not the
verse
exact
says it, but it's
meaning.
not true. the
Okay,
verse says
so
it, but it's
do you want
not
me to do
true.
the same thing with your faith, dude? Do you want me to do the same thing, be
Sure,
disrespectful to
you
you?
can go. I'm not being disrespectful. I'm just reading the text.
You are. You know what you're doing.
How
You're
am
not
I
actually
being
trying to have a good faith
disrespectful? I'm
conversation.
literally just reading the text, man. How can I be disrespectful?
Okay, so
when
if
I'm reading the
your
text?
Quran also says Allah is the greatest deceiver, and in our
It
Bible,
doesn't say
we
that.
know Satan. We know Satan to be a deceiver,
Yeah.
a conniver, all that. Would it be fair for me to say, like, you get what I'm saying? Like, it wouldn't be fair.
No,
I respect.
I don't get
I
what you're
respect
saying. So
Islam.
let me just
I respect I respect Islam, but
so
like what you're doing right now.
let me just respond to that though.
Let me real quick. I'll give
All
you
right,
time. Give me a
cool.
second.
No worries, no worries.
You're not doing this to have a good faith conversation. Like you're not arguing about the Trinity or like you're taking the verse like literally, but you know the point of this. It's trying to make the point of redeeming us as Christians believe. Jesus took on sin for us and redeemed us. That is what he's saying. So why do you constantly try to go back to the literal? I get what it says literally, but do you think that Paul is legitimately saying Jesus is a curse and something bad? Do you truthfully believe that? Do you think that's the point he was trying to get across? Now I'm done.
Yes. Paul is saying Jesus became a curse. He's saying that to serve a theological purpose. That because he died on the cross, he took the curse. We were supposed to be cursed. We were supposed to be in his place, right? But he was cursed for us. He became that curse. He became that sin. He absorbed all those sins and all those curses for us. So yes, that is absolutely what Paul is trying to say. Now, regarding the greatest deceiver, the Quran doesn't say that Allah is the greatest deceiver. You lied. There's no verse that says Allah is the greatest deceiver. The verse you're talking about is where Allah says he is the greatest of planners. And that is very evident from the context, because the context is about the enemies of Christ, the Jews, the Jewish leaders. It says that they planned, using the same word, they planned, but Allah also planned. And Allah is the best of planners. It's not saying that they deceived, right? That doesn't contextually make any sense. The word can mean deceive. It also can mean plan, right? In the context, it means to plan. Now, we don't have a problem, though. God does deceive in passive and positive contexts. Would you happen to have a problem with God deceiving in any way?
I was trying to show a parallel. Like you said, you see how it says scheme.
You brought that up. Just one sec. I asked you a question.
Yeah.
Do you have an issue with God deceiving? Is that an?
I would say that if there's a piece of text describing my God as something that is not virtuous, I would take issue with that. However, you just explained, right, that not some translations, scheming can mean deceiving. I'm looking at the verse right now. Some people have translated as deceiver, but you do understand the context of which that verse is used. It's not trying to completely make or speak ill of Allah, respectfully, right? So
No,
the reason
so
why I brought that voice
I
up,
agree with you.
hold on.
Yeah.
The reason why I brought that up is because I could be just as disingenuous as you and say that verse is calling Allah a deceiver, a trickster, a liar, all this stuff. But we know from context that's not true.
All right.
So bringing it back to our verse. Bring it back to the verse that you brought up.
Bro, you gotta let me engage, bro.
Hold on, I'm gonna let you finish after this. No,
but
like I said, I've been pretty fair.
We gotta do a back and forth.
I got you.
Can't just have
I got you. Let me finish this, and then you go. I've been fair this whole time.
Sure.
So bringing it back to the Galatians, when you talk about Jesus being a curse, right? We know the context of that. He's not literally calling Jesus a bad thing. He's trying to metaphorically engage and say that Jesus took on. He's trying to describe the act of what Jesus did for us Christians. So if we can be fair and be contextualize the verses from our holy books, we gotta be fair and not be disingenuous. I'm done. You got it.
All right. So is Jesus a curse?
If you're gonna keep doing this, like I already
you're not answering the question.
I gave you an answer already.
Is Jesus a curse?
Not a literal curse, no.
Is he any kind of curse?
No.
All right. Does the text say that he's a curse?
All right, bro. I'm done. I've already explained to you.
Now you see how this is called rage quitting
multiple times. I'm not rage quitting.
You're trying to mansplain and over.
No, I'm not.
But
I'm not.
You're trying to ignore what the text says. The text.
Okay, so is Allah a deceiver? Is Allah a liar?
Allah deceives in a passive and positive.
Is he a liar? Is he a liar?
No, he does not lie.
What does the text say? It says he's a deceiver. What does deceiver mean? Lie. You see how disingenuous that is?
You see how I'm answering right away? But
you see how disingenuous that is? No, because
mode.
Your answer wouldn't be sufficient.
This is panic mode. I'm sorry.
It's not panic mode.
You see how I'm answering?
It's not panic mode.
You asked me if Allah deceives. I said
because I gave you.
You see, you're over talking.
I gave you. I tried to explain to you the context of the verse.
You're over talking.
I tried to give you the context of the verse.
Talking. This is called panic mode, my brother.
No, it's not panic mode, dude.
This is your panicking right now.
Listen, you asked me what I thought. You asked what I thought, and I gave you an answer. And because I'm not answering in the straw man version that you want me to do
it.
Do
you want an answer or not?
You're not. No, I gave you an answer.
All right.
I gave you an answer.
You didn't. Is he a curse?
Yes, I did.
Is he a curse?
I did. I said no. It's not literally saying he's a curse.
Does the text say he's a curse?
You're straw manning me. That's what you're doing. That's what you're doing.
I can't possibly straw man
yes,
you
if I'm
are. Asking a question.
Because did I explain the context of the verse before you did?
Asking a question, dude.
Did I explain?
Do you know what a
no?
straw
Hold
man
on. When
is?
you asked that question, did I explain it to you? Did I explain it to you?
You explained around it. You didn't actually answer.
I did not explain around it. I told you what the text says, and I told you the interpretation. You just told me that, and you're straw manning it.
All right, bro. You got to stop talking over me. You said
Paul
doesn't mean it in a bad way. Okay, fine, no problem. We'll get to what Paul means. But first, can you concede that in your theology, in your doctrine, Jesus is a curse?
In my theology?
Yep.
If we're talking about the verbatim text, I'll concede what the text says.
So does
but
it
as
say
far
he's
as
a
the
curse?
actual,
does it say he's a curse?
But as far because you asked me before, right? You said what does the text say? That's why you kept saying
answering the question.
No, I'm answering it.
All right. Does
the text say he's a curse? The text says verbatim that Jesus is a curse, but he took on our sins.
Beautiful.
I get what you're saying.
Beautiful.
I get what you're saying.
Thank you so
much.
But
can we talk about the interpretation? Because I could do the same thing with your Quran.
We could talk about what that means. Now you said that it's a metaphor. Paul is using a metaphor. What's a metaphoric curse?
A metaphoric curse.
Yeah, what's that?
In my understanding of the text, he's trying to bring the metaphor about how Jesus saved us through sacrificing. But what's the
metaphor? What's a metaphoric curse?
Can't answer that question directly.
All right, so there is no metaphoric curse. I don't know what a metaphoric curse is. I don't know what that is.
Are you asking for an answer, or are you asking because you genuinely don't know? Are you like legit trying to give me the answer?
I genuinely don't know what a metaphoric curse is.
Neither do I.
But why did you say it's a metaphor if you don't know?
I said it's a metaphor. Okay, so you're actually misrepresenting my point completely.
Oh, that's what you said, dude.
Let me explain. I said he's using a metaphor to explain how Jesus took on the curse of sin for our salvation. He's trying to explain the salvation.
So what is the metaphor?
Curse being sin. Am I being ridiculous?
Yeah, what's the metaphor? What's the metaphor? What's the meaning of curse in a metaphoric way?
Sin. He's trying to explain why Jesus died on the cross, what he took on the cross.
So Jesus became sin?
He took on sin for us.
Right. And
that's what I'm trying to say.
All right. And what does that mean?
What do you mean? You're like, I'm saying, I'm giving you the answer. You keep saying why.
To be a curse is to take on sin. Right? According to you, that's what it means.
That is what this verse is trying to articulate.
And what does it mean to take on sin? What is that?
It is what Jesus did. Okay. I've explained it's why he took on sin.
Hey, bro, you're
on the cross.
You know what this is called? This is called copium.
It's not called copium. You're looking for a rage bait moment, and you're just saying buzzwords.
You are
because you're not engaging at all. I give you an answer, and then when I give you an answer, you continue to say why.
The Apostle Paul says that your man God is a curse, and that's why you're upset, because you came up here and you told me that. What's wrong with you? Why would you ever say Jesus is a curse? That's a disrespectful statement. As soon as I told you Paul said it, you started backpedaling.
No, I didn't. I completely explained the context of the verse.
All of a sudden, you believe he's a curse now. You can't make this up. Can't make this up, man.
I literally have explained several times what that verse was trying to portray. And here you go.
You did not explain. You just said it's a metaphor.
Yes, I did.
You said
hey,
Jesus
bro,
died
if
for
you're going to
sins,
be disingenuous, we can't have a conversation, bro.
Do you affirm that Jesus is a curse?
I didn't say that.
You affirmed that just 5 minutes ago, though.
No, you asked me what the text says, and I told you several times that Paul is not trying to literally say he is a curse.
So he's not literally saying it, so he's metaphorically saying it?
I'm saying he's trying to use a metaphor to describe what Jesus did for us.
What is the metaphor?
I said it over and over again. You're choosing not to accept it as an answer.
What is the metaphor?
I already explained it.
You didn't explain it. You just said it's sin, but how's that a metaphor for being cursed?
I said I didn't say it's a metaphor for being cursed. He's using the word curse to describe what Jesus did for us on the cross by taking on sin.
So what Jesus did was cursed?
You're very disengenuous, man. You're good at this.
I'm just repeating what you said.
You're good at this. You keep reframing my point.
Let's restate
before we continue.
What you mean to say is
before we get to you, I'm gonna let you know I gotta go. I gotta go. No problem. I appreciate you trying. Like I'm gonna be for real. I'm gonna end in peace and love. I respect Islam. I really do. But I don't respect like people misframing what somebody's saying. Right. And you were being I answered the question multiple times, dude. Multiple times. Man. But you have a great day. I respect Islam. Love to Jesus, peace be upon you, all that stuff.
Thank you for coming.
I respect Islam, but bye, bro.
Thank you. Have a good one. Hey, guys, you can't make this up. You know, it's funny. He came up. He's like, why would you say Jesus is a curse? That's disrespectful, man. How could you ever say that? That's rude. Anybody who says that is disrespectful. As soon as I told him Paul did it. Guess what happened? Guess what happened, man? We got to switch up. 180. 180. All of a sudden he believed him, man. All of a sudden he affirming Jesus is a curse. The very thing that he was mad at me for. You know, you see? You see the hypocrisy? But it's okay, man. It's okay. It's okay.